daughter experience symptoms, and then upon the second round, did you, after you know what you explained happened, did you report that to the FDA? Did you do
We reported it to her doctor. But
Okay.
may I please explain one thing about the 2 times that she had the vaccines? She had the first one, and she started having neurological symptoms. We were told, as I said, we've gone to many hospitals. We were told it could be MS, it could be Cushing's disease, it could be mitochondrial disease. There were so many things, and they were all terminal. 99% of them were terminal, what they said. We went through so much testing. She had QSARTs taken, she had bone marrows taken repeatedly. She has been through so much. I did not want her to have the second vaccine. I absolutely refused. The doctor, who is a pediatrician near where we live, locked the door and said, "You're not leaving till she has it. This is not related." I was kept in his office for an hour. He took my phone out before we went in. My daughter passed out at one point, was on the floor, and he left her there. I had to lift my daughter, and he just said, "You're not leaving until you sign." I finally signed because I didn't have a choice. She was unconscious. My daughter now has POTS syndrome, among other things. And this doctor just had his own agenda. He said, "You know, I don't even make that much when I do this for you." Okay, you're telling me how much you're going to charge to make my daughter get worse. Immediately, that night, you could see major things happening neurologically. So, and then it just kept getting worse, and the POTS got worse, and she had the stroke. My daughter will never have things that she should have. My daughter was offered, when she was in high school, a full ride to UB for softball. Full ride. That's pretty cool. My daughter, when it was time for that, couldn't get off the couch. She was there. All she could move were her eyes. This vaccine is poison. I have been a parent who has had their child vaccinated all along. But when I heard about the SB 94 this morning, I was like, oh my God, if I can't do this, a kid's going to go in, the parent will have no knowledge until their child's dead or in the hospital. If we counted up how many millions have been spent on keeping my daughter alive, and I know we have good insurance. However, we still have copays. We still have the gas to the different appointments. Driving to Cleveland has been hard. Lenny can't fly because it's too much for her. And we actually did try it once, and she was unconscious more than she was conscious on the flight, and I kept doing the jaw thrusts.
I'm hoping that you made a complaint about that clinician with the Department of Public Health. Is there a record of that you might have made a complaint?
I did not make a complaint because I had nowhere else to take her. I didn't know what
Okay.
to do. And eventually he said, you know, you're giving me too much hard a time on this, that she's getting sick, or I don't know how to help her. You find somebody else. The gentleman that we found after the doctor, it was Dr. Casablanca in Shelton, and he said, I'll tell you right now, unless a parent makes me, I will never get this vaccine again.
Thank you very much for your testimony.
Thank you.
Good. Good. Bring your right foot forward just a bit. Good. Now just hold your balance. Good. Just get used to it. Good. Yep, it's a little harder. Okay, push the walker out just a little bit farther. A little bit more this time. There you go. Now you can take a bigger step.